on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. You just shake your booty right there. Let's go. Everybody up, everybody up, everybody up. Come on, it's up, 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 up. Roy, I see you in the back sitting down. Get up, get up. Come on, get up, get up. Sing the song if you know it. I don't. I just like the beginning part. Yeah! All right. Thank you guys. Awesome. Sit back down. Good job. Okay. Hold on. Got to catch my wind. All right. I'm tired. I'm done. That's it. Thanks for coming. All right, guys. So you saw the intro, right? Question is, why do we have to become the master and commander of our thyroid gland? Very simple. Okay. Every single cell inside our body has a receptor site for a thyroid gland, okay? Every single one, okay? So what we've got to do is making sure and ensure that this is going to happen, all right? Now get ready for some crazy stuff. You ready? All right, so T3 is the active form of thyroid hormone. It's called triiodothyronine, okay? That passes the cell membrane, gets some activation, plugs directly into the receptor site to create what's called, a proteomic response. Everybody together, ready? Say proteomic response. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Proteomic response. Isn't that fun to say? Do it again. Ready? Proteomic response. Now you look like a big shot. I'm having a proteomic response. I'm having a proteomic response. Okay? Isn't that neat? But what's cool about the thyroid gland is it's the only hormone that penetrates the cell membrane. Like testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. All the hormones plug into a receptor site on the outside of the cell, then it doesn't go into the nucleus. So why is that important? Because the thyroid gland is supercharged fuel for your body, all right? So it makes everything work better. It makes your metabolism better. So guess what? You get more lean, more fit. You lose weight if you make the thyroid gland optimized, okay? Your liver detoxifies better, your gut works better, which means your immune system works better. What better way to fight COVID than to boost up your immune system, yes? Okay? What else? It makes your brain work better, your stress hormones work better, your muscles contract better. So guess what? Heart works better. So guess what happens? You work what? Say it, 1, 2, 3. Better. Good job. All right, you guys are figuring this out. It makes everything better. It even makes sex better. Ready? Watch the rocket. Get the joke? If you didn't get it, if I have to explain, I'm not explaining that joke. All right, so here's the thyroid loop. You ready? We get an external stimulus that stimulates neurotransmitters, okay? And once the neurotransmitters get fired up, the hypothalamus sends a releasing hormone to the anterior pituitary to stimulate thyroid stimulating hormone, which makes the thyroid do a thing, all right? It secretes 3 hormones. T4, T3, and something called calcitonin for calcium. That's a whole nother discussion we're not going to talk about tonight. Okay, so we've got mainly about T3 and T4. So the hypothalamus sends a releasing hormone. Okay, a releasing hormone tells the. Here, hold on, get, let me see. Are they there? I want to talk to them.
Talk to who?
Whoever was calling.
They're not calling on my phone.
Who's calling? Who's got a phone? Give me that phone. I'm going to talk to him. She's trying to turn it off. See, you're afraid of me. Come to my program. I would have invited him. All right, so let's back up. The hypothalamus sends something called a releasing hormone. Okay? The releasing hormone floats down the bloodstream, plugs into the receptor site in the pituitary gland. The pituitary sends the stimulating hormone to make those buggers happen. It's a balancing act. All right? The thyroid, when we get the external stimulus, it tells the body to either increase the thyroid hormone or decrease the thyroid. So it's a feedback loop, just like my air conditioner. All right? If it gets too cold in here, guess what's going to happen? Based upon the thermostatic set, it's going to lower the temperature. Then it's going to go up and down and up and down in a perfect balance. Yes? Now the problem is when you start getting challenges in this feedback loop. Now, in order to properly assess the thyroid gland, to know it's working properly, you need all of these tests plus more. Okay? All of them. So my question to you is this. If that's the fact, why does your MD only run one test? TSH. Why? Because he doesn't deal with why the thyroid got sick. Do you understand? They only do one thing. And here's what's crazy, okay? There's 3 things he's going to do, okay? If your results come back normal, he's going to say you're normal, which makes sense. But if you got hyperthyroidism, more likely you're going to show up with something like that, a big nasty goiter on your throat, okay? The thyroid's a follicle, it's going to grow up huge and big, all right? Then he's going to do this. There's your goiter. And he's going to cut it out. Or he's going to kill the thyroid with medication, some poison to kill the thyroid, and then give you medication. For how long? Forever, okay? So, or you have low thyroid, and he's going to give you medication for how long again? Life. What makes more sense? Fixing the thyroid or taking medication forever? Right? It's logical, right? So, how do you know if the thyroid has a problem? Well, very simple. Okay, question. How obnoxious is that music? Say it. It's from what? It's right here. Heavy metal. Okay, this is called oxidative stress. Okay, so stress on the system. How many people are around commercially grown food, processed foods, medications, alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, pesticides, herbicides? We talked about heavy metal. Vaccinations, money stress, job stress, COVID stress. How many people are experiencing this in this room? Raise your hand high and proud. Come on, everybody did it, right? So which means that you're going to be exposed to trouble with your thyroid. I must be a genius or getting old. Which one do you think it is? I'm going with old. I've been doing this for so long now that I make predictions, then when I rerun the program, the predictions come true. Last time I taught this program, 95% of people in the world will experience either thyroid disease or subclinical thyroid disease. 95%. That was 5 years ago. Now it's 100%. Congratulations. Who's having problems in this room? All of you. All of you. Well, but Dr. I don't have no thyroid problem. Really? You don't? Low fatigue and energy, cold intolerance, hot intolerance, weight gain, weight loss, hair loss, nails, tremors, sweating, bradycardia, that means a slow heart rate, tachycardia, a racing heart, diarrhea, constipation, slow speech, menstrual problems, irregular heartbeat, muscle problems, low basal metabolism, elevated cholesterol, goiter. I don't think you have anybody got a goiter? No? But how much of those represents this room? Raise your hand. You see, everybody's experiencing some signs of subclinical thyroid. So stop talking yourself out. I'm okay. Let's get it fixed, all right, shall we? So let's talk about the basics. Here it comes. Ready? Now, thyroid problem is an autoimmune problem. Anybody heard of Hashimoto's thyroiditis? Okay. Hashimoto's is the most common problem because of autoimmunity. So let's learn about autoimmunity. Okay? These guys are called the tanks. Okay? When you send somebody to battle, do you want some tanks? Yes or no? Yes. Do you want some sharpshooters? Yes or no? Yes. Do you want a general to be the commander of the battle? Yes or yes? Yeah. Okay? So that's how it works. So I gotta get some confirmation. Mary, I need confirmation. Do I have a boo-boo, yes or no?
Yes.
I have a boo-boo. Right there. Can we agree my boo-boo has a red ring around it?
It does.
It does. Why? Because there's a battle going on inside of there. My immune system's killing all the bugs, parasites, bacteria, all the junk that's inside that wound. Right? So what happens? Here he comes. Here he is, COVID-19. Look at him. Check him out. He's scary. So what happens? The general knows this guy's here. So what he does is he activates the tanks, activates the sharpshooters, and causes localized tissue destruction. So basically I'm dying right there. Okay? It's killing the viruses, parasites, bacteria, and me. And that one little boo-boo.
Is that why I bruise so easy?
That's a whole different conversation. We'll come back to that later. Okay? All right. So there's COVID-19. We send in the tanks. We send in the sharpshooters. He sends them in. What happens? What happens to this guy? Bye-bye. He's gone. Make sense? That's not the problem. This is not the problem. The problem is the body thinks you're the parasite. You're the bacteria. You're a big boo-boo. Does that make sense? That's what creates autoimmunity. So stress, toxins, food particles, heavy metal, and any of the other things can cause activation of systemic inflammation, not localized. So what it does, it attacks the thyroid from Hashimoto's thyroiditis, arthritis, pulmonary, Alzheimer's, dementia. You can have cardiovascular, cancer, diabetes, because inflammation's attack, your immune system's attacking you. That's kind of a problem, yeah? If this is causing tissue destruction and killing that little spot on me, not a big deal. In about 2 weeks, that'll all be gone, right? But what if it's attacking you? Now we got a pathology. You follow? All right. So we got to fix this. So the chronic inflammation has to be repaired. Now, where are the generals? Where are they taught? What's the name of the school? Annapolis. Is that right? Am I wrong? So Annapolis. So we got to get more generals. So we're going to take stem cells. We're going to send them to Annapolis and make more generals. Sound good? We have more generals. We have a better immune system. Agreed? All right, so we're going to get that guy, and we're going to make more generals by using something called vitamin A and vitamin D. On your paper, right now, open up your paper. Go to your paper, open it up, okay? The first thing on there should say 80 Pro. Agreed? Where is it? Oh, that's coming. What's the next thing? Where's 80 Pro? It's on there somewhere. Fourth down. It's all good. So it's a fourth down. So this is the activation, how you're going to repair your Hashimoto issue, okay? So vitamin A/D Pro is going to fix more generals. Now, guess what? More generals, the war is over. Congratulations, you won. Okay? But now the war is over. So wait, hold on. I back up. I got too fast. This guy needs a lieutenant. That's what the lieutenant's name is. Glutathione. Okay? Glutathione is the most powerful antioxidant in the body. Remember heavy metal? Right? Oxidative stress, that's what we're talking about. So glutathione should be on your sheet in the form of oxycell. And that is by the way, if you don't get anything tonight, because it didn't make any sense except for one thing, I want you using the oxycell. Oxycell is a healing cream. It fixes discs. It helps for thyroid, rub it all over your thyroid. It helps livers, it helps joint pain. I use this stuff every single day on my body for sore spots, for boo-boos. It's a topical, goes right over. So for my wrist, people ask me, how come I don't do laying down adjustments anymore? Because this wrist is so jacked up from 34 years of doing it, it's easier for me to do sitting up. But if I use my glutathione cream, it doesn't bother me because it heals. Is that cool? So that's the most important thing you're going to get, is that oxycell. All right? Now the war has been won, so I got ahead of myself. And what's going to happen is 2 guys are going to come in. Okay? So picture any war scene. Got it? There's concrete chunks, there's blown up pieces of stuff, there's trash everywhere. Picture a war scene in a movie. You got it? All right. So who's going to show up? The dump trucks to pick up all the trash. Okay? Then guess who else is going to show up? The guy who's going to plant flowers. Okay? Got it? That's what these things do. One is helps anti-inflammatory, that's the Tumero, and the other one is the regenerative, which is the Resvero. By the way, the Tumero tastes like dreamsicle, and the Resvero tastes like pina colada. So don't add any alcohol to the pina colada one, okay? That's oxidative stress. So that will eliminate the tissue destruction, and now you're going to heal. So this is how we activate the immune system to avoid the autoimmunity. Okay? The problem is this guy gets depleted, the lieutenant gets depleted, the general gets depleted, and that's when the autoimmunity begins. So what happens is something called oxidative stress. We've been beating that up, and that's microscopic inflammation. And who's heard of free radicals? Free radicals? That's all that is a little molecule that's missing an electron. Okay? So I'm a free radical, and you're my neighbor, and you have an electron I want. So yes, I'm going to steal it. Now you're pissed. So what you're going to do, you're going to steal his electron. What are you going to do? Steal her electron. What are you going to do? Take Jack's electron. Then what? See what happens? Now pretty soon this whole room is going to be destroyed, which causes systemic inflammation. See it? So that's the point, right? So that gets depleted out. That causes what's called lymphocyte activation, which causes tissue destruction, and there's your autoimmunity, and there's your Hashimoto's. Got it? Oop, Hashimoto's, why didn't it show up? Come on, show up. There it is, Hashimoto's. So, Hashimoto's thyroid, more common in women than men, hair thinning, brain fog, cancer, body pain, autoimmune, all the stuff we said. Fibromyalgia. No, you got a subclinical thyroid. They call it fibromyalgia. Cool? So we got to turn that bugger off. Oxycell cream. This is just a big bottle of glutathione. It's a big bottle of electrons. So if you give me my electron, you can keep yours. None of this happens. You follow? All over the thyroid, just rub it on and goop it up every morning, every night. Got it? But then you use the AD Pro to make more generals. You have the Resveratrol and the Tumero, which is the dump truck, and the flower planner. Yeah? So the step one you should be doing is to protect your thyroid from future damage. Number two, there's our inflammatory control. Generals, the tanks, and the flowers. Yes? All right. So that's going to fix it generally. So I asked the question, should I get these supplements? I don't know. Do you have any of those? What do you think? Agreed. Get those. That's the inflammatory control. Now comes the fun. All right? Now, everybody feel their thyroid. Touch your thyroid gland. Okay? Do you feel any bumps? Hope not, because there shouldn't be. Okay? But if they start to swell up, these follicles are what form goiters. All right? So that little bugger right there, that's a follicle. All right? Now, what we're going to do next, we're going to go deeper. So picture a microscope going tighter and tighter and tighter. You with me? All right. So that's the follicle. So now we're looking at the follicle. There he is right there. All right? Now, inside, there's the follicle. Inside the follicle is a bunch of goop. The goop is called colloid. So picture goo. Got it? So you have a big old bump with goo in it. Yes? Yes. Now we're going to go in tighter. All right? We're going to look even closer. Oh, by the way, a hole's called the lumen. So the glucoprotein of the colloids within the lumen of the follicle cell. Yes? Yes. So far? Now, guys, don't get hung up on the gunk, okay? You got a little thing inside of it. There's a bunch of goo inside. So you got cells are surrounding the goo. Yes? All right, let's get in tighter. All right, so there's the cell right there. See it? Look, there's all the goo. We're seeing the portion of the goo. You guys got the picture? Yes. All right, so here comes the fun. All right, first of all, let's review what we know. All right, so what do we know? We know the hypothalamus, which is in the base of the brain, sends a releasing hormone to tell the pituitary to make thyroid stimulating hormone, which then plugs into the receptor site for this guy, for the follicular cell. Yes? Yes. All right, good. Now, if you get confused, I'm confused, and I'll start over. Just kidding. But if you are confused, please ask. All right? So there's thyroid plugging in. So there's the follicular cell and the lumen. So what is the purpose of TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone? It's to make something called the sodium potassium symport. What is this? What does the word symport sound like? The word import. Close enough. Symport, import. We're going to import something. We're going to take it and we're going to import it inside the cell. All right? So there's your sodium potassium symport right there. Sodium and potassium. So something's going to come inside of here and it's called iodine. Okay? So what's going to happen is it's going to make something called thyroid binding globulin. Okay? Now all that is, guys, is a truck. Got it? So check it out. There it is. Oh, no, he's not. Not yet. There he is. There's the truck. See the heart? There's it. Got it? So the truck. So what happens? We put the TSH, makes an import that allows iodine to go inside of the follicular cell. Yes? Yes. All right. So there he is right there. There's iodine coming in, and then there's our truck getting made because he's going to help us do some stuff. See, TG is thyroglobulin. That's the truck. Okay? So next step, it excites an enzyme called thyroid peroxidase. Okay, that enzyme combines with hydrogen peroxide to do something really cool. Ready for another fun word? It causes organification. Everybody say organification. Isn't that a fun word too? So fun word, organify. We're going to organify iodine. It does this, boop, boop. Okay, so TPO combines to convert that into that. You with me? All right, so why do we have to organify iodine? Because it's poisonous. Okay, so the TPO enzyme has to take iodine and make it usable for an organ like us. That's what organification means. Yes? All right, here comes the fun. TPO's job is to convert and organify. Okay? It fixes iodine and organifies tyrosine to make them into something called MIPS and bits. Not the other one. Sorry, slipped. All right, so here you go. You got your tyrosine and iodine come together and form something. It forms this little molecule. You get two of them together, it's called a di, right? Got it? What if there's three of them? Tri. What if there's four of them? Quad. Good, you got it. So we have T3, T4. So you have a dit. So a dit plus a mit equals, so a di plus a mono equals what? A tri. T3, the active form of thyroid hormone. Okay? What if we take a di and a di? How many is that? 2 plus 2 is 4. T4. T3 and T4 hormone. You got it? So what happens? All of this junk happens so that we can create hormones called T3 and T4 that get loaded onto the thyroglobulin truck and carried to the bloodstream. Got it? All right. Cool. All right. I'm done with that. Boom, pull it into the bloodstream. Right on. So, all of that junk is for one purpose, to help you realize that thyroid needs to be repaired. Thyroid Plus fixes all of this. Okay? So this is going to help your thyroid. So supplement number 3 on your list, this material provides the infrastructure to help your thyroid get healed. Yes? All right. It has forskolin in it, which increases T3 and T4 production, has the raw materials for thyroid, cofactors, vitamin minerals to help the workers in the factory. Dr. Ray, should I get this? Well, I don't know. Do you have any of those? What do you think? Yes. So you're going to fix the inflammation, right? Fix the oxidative damage, and now you're going to fix the thyroid gland itself. Cool? All right. So here we go. How do I fix the thyroid? Oxycell cream at a bare minimum, right? Rub it all over your thyroid, your bad wrist, your toes, whatever it's bugging you. Elevated TSH, hypo, or T3, it could be up or down. That's going to be Thyroid Plus. Okay? So far, so good?
Thyroid Plus will regulate the up and down?
It will actually create in the follicular cell, all that stuff we just went through, it's going to make that happen. So you'll make T3 and T4 appropriately. Okay? Because remember, when a medical doctor looks at you and says TSH is too low, that means you have too much, he's going to kill the thyroid and give you drugs. If it's the opposite, there's not enough being manufactured, that's what this is going to fix, that part. You with me? All right, good. Okay, so this is good up or down, whether it's up or down, hypo or hyper, I want you taking Thyroid Plus, okay? So now the T3 and T4 hormone are ready for transport. They get loaded on the transport truck, thyroglobulin, remember? There he is. There's our truck again, all right? So what happens? T3 and T4, it's a thyroglobulin transport systems incorporated. Got it? That's the name of it, in case you guys didn't know. T3 and T4 get loaded onto the truck. The truck drives to the receptor site, jumps out, okay? So they are driven to the organ where they want the desired effect and they're offloaded. Okay, so now we have T3 and T4 loaded onto the truck, transported to the job site. Okay? Now here, let's ask some questions. 93% of T4 hormone is inactive. Only 7% T3 is the active form. Now the question you have to ask yourself, Why is there so little active compared to the inactive? Because, guys, too much T3 is poisonous and will kill you. All right? And guess what? Too little will kill you. So it's kind of important. Think about the three little bears. Okay? So little Goldilocks walks into the house and there's a bed. And Papa Bear's bed is too, say it, too big. It's too hard. What are you guys talking about? Too big. Don't you guys know the story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Okay? And what you go over to Mama Bear and the bed is too soft. Thank you. We go to little mini bear, middle bear, and guess what? Baby bear, and it's just right. That's why it goes like this. You with me? The balancing, remember we talked about the thermostat on my air conditioner? Got it? So we want to keep as much in storage form until it's needed. All right? Got it? All right. So here we go. There's our job site. This is what's happening. Okay, they built the thyroid hormone, jumped on the truck, drove to the site, offloaded, and now they're ready to work. Okay, so here we go. There's the truck again. I got nothing. All right, you got to pick up. Get the horns broken. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay, that's T4 hanging out at the truck. Okay, he's inactive. He's not working. Do you see him standing there? Yeah. All right, good. All right, so over here, that's T4 in the truck. Okay, there's the guy working. What's he? T what? T3. They're actively working. Okay, now this guy's not attached to the truck. So what are they? T3 causing trouble. All right, there they are, doing nothing, and this is dangerous because look, he's looking at, he's going to dump this over, we're going to wreck some stuff. See, looking right at that guy, he's going to mess with that or something. Okay, you ever notice on the construction site, there's always one guy working and everybody else watching?
Yep. Oh, yes.
Okay, that's the same thing with your thyroid gland. And the general foreman always wants more workers than he needs because he wants to make sure he has enough just in case. The problem is too much T3 is what? Dangerous. And will do what? Kill you. What if it's too little? Kill you. Make sense? All right, so what happens? Well, there's a guy working right there. Okay, back up. So what happens? This general foreman on the site comes, hey dude, come over. I need you to do some more work. He has nothing to do, but he wants to make sure he's got enough workers. Too many workers, too many chefs spoil the soup. Yeah. Same idea. You got me? All right, so let's move on. So what happens? The foreman on the site, I just said this, asked too many active workers to neutralize to avoid trouble. So we got to neutralize those T3s because they're going to cause trouble. You're fired, get off my job site. Okay, how does that work? There's T4, that's which form, active or inactive? Inactive. This is the guy sitting at the truck. He gets converted into T3. All right, now there gets to be too much T3 running around, the job site gets damaged, it gets turned into reverse T3, RT3, which we have to test for all this stuff. You understand why TSH is so inept? Just crazy to me. So all this has to be repaired and find if there's a problem. Now, if you have too much, so here it's, yikes, what if we have a conversion problem? A conversion, it has to convert from T4 into T3, correct? To be activated. So what if you underconvert? Thyroconversion. Does that make sense? They took out the vowels. Okay, but it's thyroid conversion. Everybody say it, conversion. Go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Conversion. So we have an underconversion. We need more T3. We need more workers on the job site. But it's not converting. He says, hey, come over T4. We're going to put you to work. Become T3. The guy goes, nah, I'm COVID. I don't work. Okay? The problem is this, though. That's an underconversion. So if you have on your sheet, number 5 is thyroid conversion. Okay? Next one, max GI. Why do we have a gut hormone or a gut supplement for the thyroid gland? Did you know that the gut helps to convert T4 into T3? So if you have a damaged gut, you'll overconvert and that causes you to die. Underconversion causes you to die. So how do you fix it? Those two. Make sense? Now, how do you know if you need these? Let's ask the question. How do you know if you need one of them? Here you go. Chronic gut issues. Which one do you think you need? Say it. Max GI. Okay? Diarrhea, constipation, trouble with various foods. You avoid eating. I can't eat tomatoes, man. They make my stomach just go ballistic. Okay, I can't do peppers, man. They're just horrible for my gut. I have diarrhea all the time. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, you got it? So that's how you know. So get that one if you have a gut issue. Follow? So put it on a little check mark on your sheet. I don't want you all in the end going, I don't know what I'm supposed to get. Okay, listen. You have a known immune problem. What would that be? Rheumatoid arthritis. That could be Alzheimer's, dementia. It could be pancreatitis. It could be diabetes. All those, any of those things. Remember we talked about chronic inflammation? That's what it is. Cardiovascular disease. Anything related to body inflammation. Joint troubles. That's classically an immune problem. Rheumatoid, diabetes, and so on. So you need thyroid conversion for that one. Got it? All right, so we're getting through this. Is it making sense? Am I confusing? I tried to make it as simple as possible. All right, you like my truck? Okay, so there we go. So what do we got to do? We need Oxycell. For what? That's what kind of cream? Healing cream. You're going to rub it where? All over the thyroid. And anywhere else it hurts, or your thumb, or your toe, or your back. Okay? The thyroid damage pattern. We need Thyroid Plus to fix the follicular cell and the TPO enzyme and all that stuff we talked about. Right? So that's going to fix the gut, or fix the thyroid. Now we may have too much T3 or too little T3, and again, it's based upon your gut or an immune problem. Yes? Got it? Are you getting this? No, I thought you were sleeping. No sleeping. All right. What's another problem we got? All right. What if this? So we load T3 and T on the truck, right? Truck. Okay, good. So we'll load them up. There we go. Thyroid Globulin Transport Systems Incorporated. T3, T4 loaded on the truck. Who unloads the truck? Who unloads it? Anybody know? You do. Not me. I'm too lazy. All right. So what happens? T3 and T4 are loaded. They're driven to the organ of the desired effect. What if they load too fast or too slow? Okay? If it's too fast or too slow, it's going to cause problems. Right? Remember? Because the job site, the guy's going to call them too quickly. This is a sign of trouble with estrogen and testosterone. Isn't this crazy? So testosterone offloads too quickly. Right? I'm going to get this all fast because I'm a big man. Off, right? Too much T4, T3 running around causes you to what? Die. Too little causes you to die. So estrogen, on the other hand, if you're estrogen dominant, this causes you to, it stays on the truck and you're going to die from low levels of thyroid. Got it? So too fast or too slow, bad news. Now, ironically, this is what's crazy, okay? How do you know if this is the problem? Your belly fat or your hip fat, okay? Did you know that fat secretes hormones? Isn't that crazy? Now, if you're a guy, guess what hormones it secretes? Estrogen. If you're a girl, guess what it secretes? Testosterone. You ever seen ladies having to shave? This is called testosterone dominance, okay? Follow? So, men or women with large bellies. Estrogen dominance for men. By the way, everybody's so proud of their beer bellies, right? How do you get a beer belly? You drink what? Beer. What do men drink more than women typically? Beer. I'm going to get my beer. I want a beer. Give me a beer. And you're giving yourself estrogen dominance. Congratulations, you're turning yourself into a girl by drinking too much beer. Stop drinking so much beer. Testosterone, I'm not kidding. Gynecomastia, right? Female hormones, you start getting more female characteristics and women get more masculine. Okay? Known sugar problems is the biggest culprit. So, if you have big bellies, whether you're diabetes or insulin resistant. So man with a belly, you're going to need max vitality. That's going to help boost up your T levels. All right? Very, very, very effective supplement. Okay, if you're having any trouble with this helps. Okay, women with the belly, all right, you need Estrovera that has phytoestrogen in it, which is going to help boost up and plug in receptor sites and give you back your female characteristics. Got it? All right, so that's an offloading of the truck. All right, so what do we need? We need Oxycell for what? Rub all over healing cream. We can put it elsewhere, on our thumb and elsewhere, right? Okay, we have thyroid troubles themselves in the follicle and the colloid and all the gunk we talked about, right? That's thyroid plus. So under conversion, that's thyroid conversion, right? And the gut issues is max GI. So how do we fix the last one? Max vitality because of estrogen dominance, and Estrovera for testosterone dominance in women. Cool? Is this making sense? All right, good. If it doesn't make sense, tell me. All right, so what if the axis is broken? Okay, remember we talked about the hypothalamus, the releasing hormone, talking to the pituitary, sending the thyroid, then these go back on there, turn them off so the temperature is perfect in here, right? But what if one of these is broken? We need to fix it, all right? And what's going to fix that? Okay, something called thyraxis. Thyraxis kind of sounds like axis, doesn't it? So that fixes the axis problem. Now, how do you know if you got an axis pattern? Okay, how do you know? Depression or anxiety, okay? If you have depression or anxiety, this is a sign you need thyraxis. Brain fog or mania or both. So, oh my God, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. You go back the next day and you didn't do nothing. You just started 60 projects. I'm talking at you right now. Sex hormone problems, that'd be sex drive, hot flashes, erectile dysfunction, infertility. Okay? I don't know why I put a capital E on erectile dysfunction, but I did. All right, bladder control problems, excessive body fat. So, if you have those things, add to your laundry list thyraxis. You got it? Everybody good? Hopefully you're checking your list off right now, because you're going to come up and say, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. If I said what's something, that's me, check. You should have been checking all, we can start over if you want. All right. So next, how do we fix it? We got to rub Oxycell over our what? All over our thyroid. Okay, what else do we need? Hot Thyroid Plus to fix all the goo, the thyroid. So a grappling hook that drags it into the central canal to make the thyroglobulin, to make the truck and all that stuff, right? Over conversion, under conversion. Thyroid conversion, that's a low T3. Over conversion, max GI. Okay, then we have the estrogenic or testrogenic, max vitality for men, Estrovera for women folk. Got it? All right. Everything else is lower broken, thyraxis. Yes?
Do you take both the max GI and the thyroxine conversion together, or do you have to pick one?
You can do both, because sometimes you have a combination. Okay? If you got gut problems, max GI is going to be your fun. Okay? If you have trouble with the you use the, you have to use symptoms.
Keep hitting on the same ones there, but we skipped over the systematic body inflammation ones. Is that just, if you have inflammation, hit those?
You remember, that one is what leads to the inflammation. See, the systemic, this whole thing begins because of the systemic inflammation. Because my boo-boo, remember my boo-boo? Okay, has a little tiny boo-boo right there that's going to die. That tissue is going to die right there. But it doesn't matter because my body's big enough to handle that. But when everybody thinks this is the problem, now you're going to have systemic inflammation, and the organ that's the most sensitive to systemic inflammation is the thyroid gland. And the most common thing you get is Hashimoto's thyroiditis. And women, sorry, for some reason women are more susceptible than men. But like I said, 100% I'd venture to guess most everybody has problems. Okay? All right. So, last one was thyraxis. That means the axis is broken. Got it? So you guys should be clear on what you need to make your thyroid happy. All right? Now, we're into the next one. So, if you ran the recommended testing, now the recommended testing has about 7 to 10 to 12 different tests. Okay? And we analyze it in detail, and guess what? It comes back negative. But you have all of the problems of thyroid troubles. You know what that is? That's typically sugar problems. It's called the great mimic. Okay? Vitamin A problems, methylation, autoimmunity, insulin resistance, and diabetes. Sugar is a nightmare for your thyroid. And that's what leads to the systemic inflammation. Okay? So if we run the testing and everything comes back normal, that's an insulin resistance problem. We got to work on sugar problems. Okay? And that's a whole nother discussion. We're not going there. Okay? So thyroid supplements. I have a limited budget. Check mark. Oxycell. Have I made myself clear on which one you guys should walk out with today for sure? I hope I said it like 1,000 times. Okay, Oxycell. This is the lieutenant that's helping out the general. Remember, that's glutathione. That's the inflammation piece. Now, there's more to it. You also want the dump truck, and you want the flower planter. That's the resveratrol. Okay. Okay, I have thyroid symptoms. There it is right there. Okay. What are you going to do? You're going to do Thyroid Plus. That fixes that microscopic follicle thing we showed you. I have thyroid symptoms, tummy issues, and or immune problems. Check mark number 4, which is Max GI. Okay? I have thyroid symptoms, brain fog, and a racing mind. That's thyroid conversion. Right? Because one is under conversion, the other one's over conversion. Okay? I'm a male with a big belly or a hip. Check mark what? Max vitality. Got it? And all the stuff related to sexual dysfunction for men. Okay? I'm a female with a big belly or hip. Check mark number 7, which is your estrovera. Testosterone, estrogen dominance, offloading, unloading the truck. Right? Too fast and too slow. All right, I have trouble with all of the following: with depression, anxiety, sex drive, hot flashes, bladder control, erectile dysfunction, infertility, excessive body fat. Check mark. Thyraxis, the axis. Okay, got it? So this would be the full gamut right there. Boom. And that's that. Now, don't forget about the other one. Don't forget the inflammatory part we talked about in the very beginning. And this has the most far-reaching effect over the entire body. So if it's like, Dr. Ray, I got $1 zillion, this might be your best choice. Okay? And maybe you handpick a couple of those. Got it? And do remember this, all right? I think I forgot to tell everybody at the beginning. Everything is on sale. You know that, right? Everything is always on sale at seminar. For the rookies that don't know that, buy your stuff at seminar. Never buy your stuff every day. Come to the seminars. Let's say this whole program was very educational and you got a lot of good information out of it, but you're none of those things. Good. Get your Focus 4, which is your lifetime supplements. And buy 2 months worth, because the tip programs are typically 6 weeks out. You see, so you have enough to cover you for 2 months. Okay, you had a question?
On the package number 2 you said about the inflammation.
This one?
Is that more, because it seems like I have the sugar thing instead of.
Okay, there you go.
That's for the sugar?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not for sugar. There's a whole nother, that's another 2-hour program. Okay, but this will help with the sugar problem. What's the number one thing you can do to fix your sugar problem? Don't eat sugar. Okay, so every time he puts anything, by the way, when I talk, let's talk about sugar. Okay, obviously we're not talking about soda pop and candy bars. Everybody knows that one. Okay, what am I talking about? We're talking about grain. We're talking about fruit. We're talking about rice. We're talking about pasta, right? We're talking about alcohol. We're talking about, what else? Help me.
How about the sugar you put in your coffee?
That's worst kind of sugar.
Oh,
That's the worst kind of sugar. I love her. Right? Because that's going to lead to all these problems. Okay? All right. So, and number one thing, don't forget what controls everything inside your body. The brain. And the brain communicates to the thyroid through the nerve in your neck. Okay? This is Carol. I talk about her a lot. Okay? I have a lousy before picture. I took it out, but that's her after picture. She lost 300 pounds in the whole picture. Just from the adjustments, she lost 100. When she did the thyroid program, she lost some more, did some sugar stuff, lost some more, and she ended up looking like that. Kind of cool, yeah? And it works, gosh, guys, it works. All we're doing is restoring your body back to where it's supposed to be, which is good health. Okay, it's almost over, I promise. Okay, what do I do if I want more details about my thyroid gland? Okay, you're not talking about, no, you're going to run a test. Okay, remember that test with all the stuff on it? If you're really interested, you can run that test and I can analyze it exactly for what those problems are. But most of the time we find what the combinations I gave you up here is pretty close. But if you're really interested, the girls will have, it's called the thyroid panel. Talk to the girls, they'll get that scheduled for you. You got to go to a lab, and it comes here, and I build a protocol for it. Okay? So all that's part of it. All right, so it's called the Thyroid Advantage Blood Panel. Okay, that will check it completely. It's going to run TSH, total T4, total T3, T3 uptake, that's your trucks, T4, T3 free off the truck, auto antibodies, which is the scariest part. When you start getting TPO auto antibodies and other types of these auto antibodies start attacking the enzyme systems, that's when you're really screwed. Okay, and that's what we got to fix for sure. And that comes from systemic inflammation caused by sugar. It's not only sugar, but there's more, okay? So don't miss our upcoming event. Next thing's coming up. We want to help your friends, so make sure you guys are here for those events. Bring them to the referral dinner. We're doing it at Tony Roma's. It's next Tuesday. If you've not been to a referral dinner, come to the referral dinner. All you're required is one friend. That's it. And we're going to teach them this kind of stuff. Because guys, we cannot continue down the path of the classic medical model. We can't. We are getting sicker and sicker and sicker. Who do you know whoever got into the medical system that ultimately got out of it because they got cured? It doesn't happen. It's just more and more drugs, more and more surgeries, more and more procedures. We've got to start thinking about restoring this thing called us back to its baseline, which is God-given health. We just got to be smarter and just learn these things and apply these principles. And why do you come to the next program? Because we want to empower you. The programs are about empowerment. It's not about knowledge. We want to empower you to feel strong. I have answers. I don't need the drugs. I don't need the surgeries. And every time we talk about drugs and surgeries and stuff, everybody goes, oh, those are terrible. Oh my God, but I need mine. It's like, no, you don't. You need to be healthy. Do you understand? You need to be healthy. And that's what it's all about. Okay? The other thing coming up, our next one's going to be a healthy heart program. Make sure you get tickets for that. We'll be talking about it about 10 days before. You'll hear me up there going, I'll be saying this a lot. 628, 628, 628. Yeah? You like that? I hated it. It's making me crazy. But you guys always say, when's the program? I forgot to go. Really? All right. So guys, I guess I want you to learn something. We want to join the mission. I want you to join our mission to serve and save and love on other people. I want to love on each and every one of you tonight. I hope you heard it. I really love all you guys. I really, really do. But we have to serve more people in order to save more people. There's so many people that are stuck. People are on their knees right now praying for answers. But they're not going to tell you because it's embarrassing. You know, that they're praying for answers, and the answers, you got to tell them. You got to let them know. Bring them to dinner. Bring them to programs. Fill up the house. Let them know so we can serve those folks. Good? All right. One more thing and then we're done. Okay? Maybe. It didn't load. Oh, bummer.
We still got one more thing.
Okay, well, I'm not done because we're going to play something. Okay, so here's a question, all right? Now, it's called laughyoga.com or .org. .org. Okay? And these guys are freaking hilarious, all right? Because and here's the thing. Do you laugh because you're happy? Or are you happy because you laugh? But when you're feeling sad, what can you do to fix it? Laugh. Okay? I know that sounds dumb. So I'm going to do it. You guys have to promise to play. I'm not going to be the only one doing this up here, okay? You have to play with me. Will you play? You play? All right, so here's what you got to do. You're going to fake a laugh. Okay, not yet. Okay? And I fake a laugh. You're going to fake a laugh, and what's going to happen is it's amazing, okay? But you got to promise to play. We all play? Okay, because they were leading the group, but the video didn't come up, so you're going to have to promise me you'll play, because I'm not going to be the only fool I'm doing this, okay? All right, you ready? All right, so everybody, laugh. Fake a laugh, even if you have to fake it. Okay, stop. How do you feel? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You didn't have to be, somebody have to make you happy. Just be doing that, you made yourself happy. You changed your serotonin, you changed your neurotransmitters, you changed your body inflammation. You did so many cool things just by doing that. Laugh with your friends, laugh with your family. Just laugh. Fake it, and guess what? You'll start giggling, and you'll start laughing. You watch a dumbass like me doing this, and you're laughing at me. It's hilarious, okay? I wasn't feeling anything. I just faked a laugh, and you guys started laughing, which made me laugh, which made you laugh, which made you laugh. And see what happens? It's contagious. Because I promise you, more people die from depression and anxiety than laughing. Nobody dies from laughing. Help your friends laugh. Laugh a little more. Have a little more fun. Enjoy a little more. Just find some joy for no reason. Because you're here. That's a good reason, good enough reason, isn't it? So laugh. Fair? All right, play it, go. Where's my song? Why? Say it, come on, here we go. You can do it, clap it up. It's okay. You can clap it up. Yeah, come on, have some fun. Have some laugh, come on. Dig it. Happy. Like a room without a roof. 'Cause I'm happy. That's good enough. Thank you. All right. We're going to have a giveaway. We're giving away some stuff. What are we giving away? Oxycell. All right. Somebody's walking out with it. Oh, good way. Almost there. Donna! Where's Donna? Donna White, where are you? There you are, you won! Give her a round of applause! Yay! Okay, now I'm gonna do something really dumb. Ready? Okay, these guys from Laugh Yoga, they're hilarious, okay? How's it go? All I remember is the last part. Here we go, ready? You have to do it with me, promise? Here we go. Very good, yay! Ready? Very good, yay! Very good, yay! Very good, yay! All right. Thank you guys for coming. Hope you had some fun.